first experiment we're going to do today, and for this you'll need 3 different size glasses and 3 little candles and a match to light it with. And you'll want to get someone to help you with this part. And we're going to see how the size of the glass affects how quickly the candle goes out. And candles need oxygen to burn. So which glass do you think is going to give the candle the most oxygen? Let's find out. So we're going to light each candle. Okay, so now we're going to put the glasses on top of the candles and see which one goes out first. So which one is burning the brightest now? And we've only got one left now, which is our large beaker. Why do we think that is? Which gas does the flame need to keep burning? Okay, so what did we find out from that experiment? Well, this one went out first. What do you notice about the size of this beaker compared to the other 2? This one went out second and this one lasted the longest. So which beaker do you think had the most oxygen in for the flame to burn? Did you get it right from your first guess? Okay, Year 5, for this next experiment we are going to try and get this water rising up the glass only using a candle. Now can you remember which gas we said a flame needs to burn? Well, let's find out how much of that gas is in this container and let's see if we can get the water to rise up it. So, you need a candle, you need a little plate, and you'll need to fill it with water just to the brim, okay? Now we've put a bit of food colouring in so it's easier to see the water rising. You don't have to do this at home though. And you'll need just a little glass that will solidly cover the candle. So again, you're going to want somebody to help you out lighting the candle. And I'm going to do that now. Okay. And now I'm going to take the glass and put it over the candle and flat onto the plate. What can you see happening there? Did the candle stay lit? And have we managed to get that water to rise? So, if you got the first question right, the gas we need for the flame to burn is oxygen. And when we first put this glass on top of the candle, there was lots of oxygen. But soon, the flame used up all the oxygen and created a suction which pulled the water up into the glass.
Right, Year 5, for the next experiment, we're going to do a little chemical reaction. You will need some vinegar, which is an acid, and you will need some bicarb of soda, which is an alkali. Okay, now for this, you will need a container. We're using a boiling tube at the moment, but if you've got an empty bottle at home, anything with a narrow neck, will make the experiment really, really good. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some vinegar, is my liquid. I'm going to place some vinegar into my boiling tube. And for this experiment, I'm going to do it 4 times. So when you're at home, you can do it as many times as you want. You just need to have a container with a nice narrow neck. You will see why in a moment. So, filling them up with the vinegar. Okay. More vinegar, the bigger the reaction. Okay, so fill them up. And then to make it nice and pretty, I'm going to use some food colouring. Okay, you don't have to do this, but if you want to make different colours, you can do this at home. I'm just going to put a little bit of food colouring red. Next one, we're going to use blue. Okay, green. The third one, just a little drop. And then for the last one, we're going to use yellow. So just pour a little bit of food colouring in. And then I'm just going to use just a little stirrer. You can use a teaspoon at home, just to make sure the food colouring is all the way in there. Okay, so we've got our first chemical, vinegar, okay, in the 4 test tubes. So next we're going to use bicarb of soda. And you can see that bicarb of soda we use in cooking, it's just a white powder. So we've got 2 reactants, an acid, hydrochloric acid, which is vinegar, and we've got high bicarb of soda. So, are we ready? Place it in, and we can see it reacting straight away. What can we see is bubbles. That's showing that there's a gas being made. So put a little bit more in. Make some more bubbles. We've got red. Next one. Ooh, that's very fast now. We've got a nice blue one. See how that's nice and foamy? Next one. Oh, nice yellow reaction, producing lots of gas. And the last one. Nice and slow, put a bit more in. Oh, look at that, nice yellow. Okay, so you can see that this one now has stopped reacting. No more gas has been made. Okay, if I put some more bicarb of soda in, again, it's not reacting. All the acid, all the vinegar has been used up. Okay, so it's no longer reacting. Okay. This one is still going a little bit. I see a few bubbles just sit on the surface. Okay, now as you can see, this is a very, very messy one. So make sure when you're doing this at home with your vinegar and your bicarb, put a tray or a tea towel or a baking tray underneath so it'll catch anything that comes out. Okay, so little science experiment you can do at home. Hope you enjoyed it.